I'd like to present to you the tax budget for your approval, and I'll just kind of summarize it. The purpose of the tax budget is to submit to the county audit or the county budget commission what we understand to be the mills and the values of the district. And this district is supported by over 2/3 by local tax money. And so it's important that we estimate what we will receive from the community through our levies. And the Butler County auditor does require more information than other auditors, and good or bad, either way, it's fine, but it's very detailed. But the most important parts to me are the general fund, the bond retirement fund, and then this new permanent improvement fund that we're going to have. And so trying to estimate what kind of revenue we will be getting in those funds is, to me, what this is all about. And we do have to show our expenses, and part of the reason we show our expenses is to show the auditor that we do need the tax money, and that was very easy to do, of course. But and you know, there's a lot of unknowns right now in our expenses. I mean, we're still 6 months away from the end of 12, so it's really hard to say exactly what 13 is going to be. But we have to do our best in estimating. But I did caution that it's not it's not a forecast, because too many things could happen before the end of the year. And one of them, again, is, you know, whether we will need money from the state or not. That's still in question. We're working through that right now. And and one other thing too is I had to estimate some of the mills, because those mills weren't given to me only for the substitute levy and only for the bond retirement were they given to me, but they weren't given to me for the regular operation. And it's just an estimate. They just now put them on the website, the Butler County Auditor. So I hope it's not that different, and I will let you know what it is. But you know, that will change what we get in that affected mill. So I was a little bit handicapped in doing it, but you know, we just do what we can do with what we're given. So anyway, so I asked you to approve the tax budget this year for the year beginning July 1, 2012 through June 30th, 2013.
So moved.
Kenzie, go ahead and do number 2 as well.
Oh, yes.
Sorry.
Oh, yes, we can do that too. Yeah, that's a good idea. And so in addition, I would like to have a board finance subcommittee that would meet no less than 4 times a year, and probably more than that, at least right now. So just to, and again, this is publicized and it's open to the community, but just a meeting that we can focus just on the finances and that I can explain in detail where we are and what we're doing. And you know, when financial issues come up, it's nice to have that committee involved in those. And it could be the whole board, it could be just a few. It's whatever you want, but it would help me as the treasurer and the school too, I think. So.
Okay, Mr. Birdwell first.
That one I have a slight concern with. If the president can appoint a committee, we're making a board committee, you've got to do announcements, keep records, all that stuff. Is that okay?
Yeah, that would be fine. And we would put a paper that anybody's welcome to come.
Okay.
We would just take a little more time than normal. I mean, you know, just do the focus.
Do you want members from the community in it, or just?
Well, I would really, I see a separate committee as members of the community, something like a fiscal oversight committee that, because, you know, you have to make decisions on, and that I want you to be well informed on, and those the community members don't. But they do want to have it, they need to have input. And so I see 2 separate committees, but I thought first this board finance subcommittee to get in place would be the most important at the moment. And then we could have one.
Mr. President, I'd like to serve on that committee if possible.
Great. Anybody else?
I'm willing.
Mr. Leeds, Mr. Birdwell.
Can I ask a question on the tax budget? Mr. Birdwell and I were talking before the meeting. This contested value from Rockies Express, does that include interest? Do they have to pay interest on that?
If they were, I don't think they do. I mean,
If they lose.
if they lose, I think they just pay what they owe. It's not interest. I've never heard of interest on anything like that.
That's a neat credit.
It makes me wonder.
They do, you get free money for years.
I know. And the thing is, when I did the estimate, I didn't include that value. I just knocked it off. And I don't know if the auditor will not like it or not. I don't know. I'm in a dilemma because I don't want to put something on this paper that I know we're not going to get.
Right.
But, you know, it's a strange situation.
Later in the meeting, we're paying a lot of money to OSBA. Are they fighting this? I mean, are the schools organized to fight this in Ohio?
You know, I can't answer that. I know it's been raised as an issue, and I don't know how much it affects other schools, although I know it does affect them. But I think they're aware of it. Is that what you understand me too? That they are aware.
I don't think that they're organized to fight it. There is a group that is ready to take legislative action, though, that incorporates the majority of schools that are suffering the same situation with the pipeline. But it's not through OSBA, it's through a self-contained group that's being spearheaded by someone who knows what it should be.
I'm just at a loss to figure out what their legal defense fund does. Because I've never seen them come to the aid do anything useful.
I think OSBA, it's an opportunity if you have a question as a board member that you can call, but that's the only thing that I'm aware that they do.
And isn't there something similar going on with Duke Energy?
But, yes, it is, but it seems like the amount is greater for Rocky.
Oh, yeah.
But the Duke Energy's has
A couple, so like 200,000-300,000.
Any more questions? I have a first by Mr. Birdwell. And a second.
So Mr. Leeds and Mr. Birdwell will be on this again.
Yes, that's right. Mr. Birdwell.
First. Okay.
Call the roll, please.
Mr. Birdwell,
Aye.
Mrs. Stone. Aye. Mr. Leeds.
Aye.
And Mr. Guido.
Aye. All right, Superintendent.